Amal Clooney, a renowned human rights lawyer, has added her voice to the global reaction to the International Criminal Court's, or ICC's, groundbreaking decision. The ICC issued arrest warrants for key figures in both Israel and Hamas, a move that has sent shockwaves through the international community. Clooney's statement, delivered with her characteristic eloquence and moral clarity, underscored the gravity of the situation. She emphasized the pursuit of justice for victims on both sides of the conflict. Her stance has ignited a debate about accountability, international law, and the pursuit of peace in one of the world's most volatile regions. Clooney's support for the ICC's decision is significant for several reasons. She is a highly respected figure in the legal world, known for her unwavering commitment to human rights. Her voice carries weight, influencing public opinion and potentially shaping the actions of governments and international organizations. By backing the ICC's move, Clooney has placed the spotlight firmly on the issue of accountability for alleged war crimes. She has challenged the international community to confront the complex realities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, urging a path towards justice and lasting peace. The ICC's decision to issue arrest warrants is unprecedented. The ICC's arrest warrants represent a significant development in international law. They reaffirm the principle that no one is above the law, even in the context of armed conflict. The warrants also underscore the ICC's role as a court of last resort, stepping in when national judicial systems are unable or unwilling to prosecute alleged war crimes. This landmark decision has the potential to shape the future of international criminal justice, setting a precedent for holding individuals accountable for their actions in conflict zones around the world. However, the ICC's decision also raises complex legal and political questions. The court's jurisdiction is based on the Rome Statute, an international treaty that established the ICC. Israel is not a party to the Rome Statute and does not recognize the ICC's authority. Hamas, a Palestinian militant group, is also not a state party to the Rome Statute. This raises questions about the ICC's ability to enforce the arrest warrants and bring the accused individuals to justice. The ICC's decision has sparked a fierce debate about the court's legitimacy and its role in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Critics argue that the court is biased against Israel and that its decision is politically motivated. They point to the fact that the ICC has not investigated alleged war crimes committed by other countries in the region. Supporters of the ICC's decision counter that the court is simply upholding its mandate to investigate and prosecute war crimes, regardless of the nationality of the perpetrators. The ICC's arrest warrants have put both Israel and Hamas in a difficult position. Israel has condemned the ICC's decision as an attack on its sovereignty and has vowed to protect its citizens from prosecution. Hamas, on the other hand, has welcomed the ICC's decision as a step towards justice for Palestinian victims of Israeli aggression. The arrest warrants have further complicated the already tense relationship between Israel and Hamas, potentially hindering efforts to achieve a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The ICC's decision has placed both Israel and Hamas at a crossroads. Israel, a nation that prides itself on its strong military and legal system, now faces the prospect of its soldiers and leaders being subject to international prosecution. This unprecedented situation has triggered a wave of anger and defiance within Israel, with many viewing the ICC's move as an existential threat. The Israeli government has vehemently rejected the ICC's jurisdiction, vowing to protect its citizens from what it perceives as a politically motivated attack. Hamas, designated as a terrorist organization by many countries, finds itself in an unexpected position. The ICC's decision, though targeting members of its own ranks, is seen by some as a validation of their struggle against Israeli occupation. Hamas leaders have seized upon the ICC's move as proof of Israeli aggression and war crimes, using it to bolster their narrative of resistance. This development could potentially reshape the dynamics of the conflict, influencing public opinion and shifting international alliances. The ICC's arrest warrants have the potential to further polarize the already deeply divided Israeli and Palestinian societies. Within Israel, the ICC's decision has fueled a sense of injustice and victimhood, strengthening the resolve to resist external pressure. The Israeli government's response, characterized by defiance and rejection of the ICC's authority, is likely to resonate with a significant portion of the population. On the Palestinian side, the ICC's move has been met with a mix of hope and skepticism. While some Palestinians see the arrest warrants as a step towards justice and accountability, others remain doubtful about the ICC's ability to deliver meaningful results. The deep-seated mistrust of international institutions, coupled with the experience of decades of unfulfilled promises, tempers expectations of a significant shift in the balance of power. Section 4. Public opinion, a divided world reacts. The ICC's decision has ignited a fiery debate across the globe. Public opinion is sharply divided along political and ideological lines, reflecting the complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the deeply ingrained perspectives surrounding it. The international community grapples with the implications of the ICC's move, struggling to balance the pursuit of justice with the imperative of achieving a lasting peace in the region. In many Western nations, the ICC's decision has been met with cautious support. Human rights organizations and legal experts have hailed the move as a crucial step towards ending impunity for war crimes. They argue that holding individuals accountable for their actions is essential to deter future atrocities and uphold the principles of international law. However, this support is often tempered by concerns about the potential repercussions of the ICC's decision, particularly its impact on the fragile peace process. In the Middle East, the ICC's decision has elicited strong reactions, largely reflecting existing political allegiances. Many Arab countries and Muslim-majority nations have expressed support for the ICC's move, viewing it as a long-overdue measure to address alleged Israeli war crimes. They argue that the ICC's decision is a victory for international justice and a powerful symbol of accountability. This perspective resonates with a significant portion of the population in these countries, fueled by historical grievances and a sense of solidarity with the Palestinian cause. Israel's staunch allies, particularly the United States, have strongly condemned the ICC's decision. They view the court's move as an overreach of its mandate and a threat to Israel's sovereignty. They argue that the ICC's focus on Israel is unfair and politically motivated, undermining efforts to achieve a negotiated settlement to the conflict. This stance reflects a deep-seated commitment to Israel's security and a belief that the ICC's intervention is counterproductive to peace efforts. Section 5. The long road ahead. Implications for international law and diplomacy. The ICC's decision to issue arrest warrants marks a pivotal moment in the evolution of international law and its application to conflict zones. This unprecedented move has far-reaching implications for the future of international justice, shaping the way the world addresses allegations of war crimes and holds individuals accountable for their actions. The ICC's bold step has placed it at the center of a global debate, challenging traditional notions of sovereignty and pushing the boundaries of international legal norms. The ICC's decision is likely to have a profound impact on diplomatic efforts to resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The arrest warrants have injected a new layer of complexity into an already intricate situation, potentially hindering negotiations and exacerbating existing tensions. The ICC's involvement has introduced an unpredictable element into the equation, making it more difficult for parties to reach a mutually acceptable agreement. The ICC's decision also raises fundamental questions about the role of international institutions in addressing protracted conflicts. The court's intervention, while driven by a commitment to justice and accountability, has sparked controversy and highlighted the limitations of legal mechanisms in resolving deeply rooted political disputes. The ICC's experience in the Israeli-Palestinian context is likely to inform future approaches to international justice, prompting a reassessment of the court's mandate and its ability to navigate the complexities of global politics. The ICC's decision has set in motion a chain of events with uncertain consequences. The arrest warrants, while symbolic of a commitment to international justice, face significant obstacles in their implementation. The lack of cooperation from key actors, coupled with the political sensitivities surrounding the conflict, casts doubt on the ICC's ability to bring the accused individuals to trial. The long-term impact of the ICC's move remains to be seen, but its significance as a watershed moment in the pursuit of international justice is undeniable.